Here's a good. This is
this is the class.
I figured this is what you guys like.
And so like
please don't put this after Streetcar because I want to watch this class.
No one in the world doesn't like watching stick shift.
Yeah,
it's
like
impossible.
if you don't like stick shift racing, you're sick.
Yeah, there's something.
Is this one of the biggest payouts I think I've seen for a stick shift
So we
race?
bumped it up this year because I want to see more of like the big dogs come out.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that that's the case.
There is no excuse. There is no. If you have a race car at home that runs, and you fit any of these classes, there's no excuse not to be on property racing because the payouts. I mean, they're huge.
The only one I don't think that Red Demon signed up. I don't know if they got scared off by Joel Granis or Atkins or something, but I was a little surprised to see that they didn't sign up.
I think maybe it's a last minute deal.
I
saw him out racing.
Didn't he just break at the DSM race?
It's a DSM. If it breaks, you fix it.
Yeah, they break it everywhere.
It's going to break.
You have spare everything.
He's done 360s on the tree. It's like looped around the tree, I think.
That dude's wild to drive that thing.
How about Joel Granis with the compound setup coming out?
I like seeing that.
He's got some figuring out to do.
And we got our boy Tonsky.
They already have the truck.
Yeah, I don't think he's got that much figuring out to do because the truck that Delgado tunes.
I think clutch.
They know the chassis. They know the clutching.
Yeah, but that clutch is already figured out.
Yeah, but not for that much power down low. Like you think it
might be what he needs to be more consistent.
So the thing is that no matter what, you're leaving with a lot of RPM in that car.
Yeah, but is he going to have to leave that high anymore? That changes the clutch setup.
If he doesn't, it's going to work better for him.
Yeah.
Because that's what I've watched him physically blow a clutch apart in the first 20 foot of a race because of how high he's revving that thing up.
Yeah, so we got Joe Granis, Jonathan Atkins.
Yeah, Tonsky's coming out.
That was our final last year.
Josh Tonsky.
Tonsky's coming out. His car is not slow.
Jonathan Rogers.
Ooh, John Rogers. Yeah.
He's my boy. He's coming to win.
That's a good car. I mean,
that's a
consistent car. Ain't got to be the fastest, and he's got a consistency down.
Well, that's one thing I like about stick shift racing. And then Leroy's.
Leroy's coming.
Leroy's in. So, like, all right, everybody, I'm very loyal to my friends, and this has nothing to do with Garrett. Do not count Leroy out.
You can't.
No, you can't.
Leroy is hardcore.
I have seen in all of my years of racing more people get shook by a single car than Leroy.
Yeah,
dude.
Something about that car, dude, it just shakes people.
We've talked about this before. That car has this intangible thing. It wins races.
Yeah. It just does.
But look at those mile an hours from last year too.
221,
213.
Yeah.
Joel and Jonathan.
And I think
Garrett and Jonathan raced last year in the El Camino.
Can we bring that up? Let's finish stick, and then I want to go back to that.
Right,
we gotta bring that up.
But Atkins has the stick shift record, right?
Yeah.
And Granis is like right behind him trying to get
behind
him.
him.
Granis, as you can see, carries a lot more mile an hour because he's got some more horsepower. But you cannot sleep on Atkins. That boy has done some stuff. With the Gen 1 small block, he has done some stuff.
He's a driver, too.
Yeah. He is a driver. Car's deadly consistent. It works in the heat and at night.
He's a great drag racer.
He is.
So he's another hard guy to beat. But just don't count. All I'm telling you is don't count out Leroy.
Him and his pops are old school.
I don't know why I've seen Leroy win so many races it wasn't supposed to win.
I mean, it's beating Granis every time it sat next to it.
Do you guys have Pete coming out?
Pete will be here.
Pete.
That helps. I mean, having the tuner on call for both cars on site.
Yeah, new bullet. First time at an FL2k with the new suspension and everything too. So it's.
Yeah, because it didn't make it last year.
No. I mean, we've been the thing is, we've been 701 at 193. I want to say testing. So, and that's what the motor we got can take all of it. So
you can't count out my boy Bryant though. Because he's lucked his way into
a win
at TX2K going like what 860
820
fast. And he won the unlimited at TX2K.
I mean, let's talk about stick shift racing. Miles Kerr won TX2K. He beat Joel Granis.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Stick shift racing.
You have to
literally
survive.
Like what I was saying earlier.
It's the most highs and lows you'll ever have in any race.
What I was saying earlier about like anybody could win. Stick shift racing is like
that definition.
That is literally it. Like,
and Miles' car, that car, they were hoping for sevens every pass, right? Like it wasn't like a consistent 7-second car. They were like, if it was sevens, that was like the.
Well, and let's be honest, it's not like a real drag car. Like it is now. It's gotten more to that point. But I mean, like the car is like aero.
It's not a dedicated drag car.
Well, it might have been the Evo that
No, he.
It was
it was the Integra.
It was in his Integra, yeah.
And he beat
with
Joel
active
in the
arrow.
semis, I think, or was it? No, they didn't even meet in the finals. I think they met in the semis.
Yeah, because he raced. I think it was Josh. Was it no? It was the Corvette, and I thought it was hurt. It was down a cylinder.
Oh, I think it
It was that white one. Yeah. Which he's another one.
Dude, Sean Madden,
You
super
can't sleep
fast.
on him.
Ryan with the black vest,
Four-link,
super fast. Yeah.
That
the
four-link
Fuel
vet's
Tech,
real nice.
the Fuel Tech black one.
Well, I think Jonathan, Grubworm got a new front end and got some new work done on that thing.
Hey, you can't.
Did he trick us and tell us he was all going auto at some point? Am I
he said that, and I don't think it ever happened. It
I
never
remember
happened.
seeing a picture of that thing with an M&M shifter in
Dude,
it.
can you imagine that car auto?
No.
Though? Look what it does with the stick shift.
It'd be spicy.
It's foul.
It'd be super spicy. But actually, you know what though? It might be faster with a stick.
It might be because it's so figured out.
Well, that and it's a small motor with a huge turbo.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be easier to make it get off the line.
It take a lot of converter testing to
Yeah.
get it to work with an auto.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Sean's car last year, Sean Madden, who we were talking about, I think he pulled up with one spark plug wasn't in the car, and it was just like,
Yeah, he had a dead hole. Yeah, and he's still trying to make a lick, and it ran. It just
coming out here
wasn't
swinging.
enough.
He's
been
on this car.
fast.
yeah, my boy Kyle Wade.
It's new.
Kyle Wade in the hatch. Boosted boys.
Yep.
He'll make
Is this
something happen in that.
Is this going to be a split field class?
Yeah.
So this is split. So on the website it only shows 2, but I made a couple posts and I said this and I left it open. If we get enough cars, we'll split it into 3. And as of now, if everybody shows up, we'll have enough cars to
For
split
3
into
stick
3.
shift classes.
3 would be great.
That would be sick.
And it's,
Three
another one of those
stick
classes. The more cars that show up, the better off you are.
So if you're listening to this on Monday and you're debating on showing up because you're
I think
looking
it's
at this
one
list,
spot left.
you better show up. But some people may have even bought in. And they're like, oh,
Oh yeah, you show up, man.
With
You
the
show up.
sponsor, where's Mark on this? I haven't seen him on the sheets. I thought
he's
he was
running
going
all-wheel
to
drive.
Oh, is that where he's at?
Sequential trans. He's running all-wheel drive versus DCT, which is another awesome class.
That's another awesome class.
Yeah.
I know my buddy Mike Vargas said that he sold his tech card to a R34 GTR that's all-wheel drive stick shift.
Red car?
I don't know.
The
He
one that was
didn't
on
say.
one of the TRC videos or something?
There's a good chance. I mean, it's
It was drag racing.
big power
But I think I think
R34.
that one was sequential.
You're right.
I think it was.
I don't know. He may show
Get
up
that
and
out of
realize
here.
that
Don't
he
need that
couldn't.
in the stick class. Get that out of here.
Well, there's always debate about that too.
cheated
Even
up stick
Jonathan
shift
Rogers, he had some. There was some back and forth.
His wasn't
Was that a
sequential.
gated? Was that a gated setup or something?
Can't say.
Can't say.
That answers it.
240SX Brotherhood.
That's my boys, dude. Just coming
Dude's over here
later.
doing this the whole time, but he's making it look like an H pattern.
Yeah.
It
Another-
wiggles.
another one you can't
It
count out.
wiggled when it went side to side.
Yeah, he
That's
put a
all
1
you
through
need.
5 ball on top and said it's good.
Another car you can't count out though, and I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think they've been 6s yet, or have. No, they haven't.
Which one?
Jonathan Rogers.
Yeah.
No, haven't been, but that car just works. It's
But not even. But I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see.
I'm
more
happy
6s.
that car
Oh,
stick
yeah,
shift
it's-
again.
yeah.
It was a sad
Stick
time in
shift
my
needed
life.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, he did it right when Atkins was saying he was
Yeah.
gonna go auto, and right when it was
Yeah.
stick shift was in this weird lull, and he.
Well,
did
it got
it.
too fast, too quick, and
Yeah.
people
he
were like, "Oh,
tried
I'm
it.
gonna
He
pull
tried
back."
it. He just didn't. He didn't like it. He's like, I gotta go back stick shift racing. Got to do it.
It just feels right with that car.
Yeah.
What's his name? Joel with the other Mustang that they're building is going to be a real heavy hitter too.
I just was surprised to see Joel Steele.
Joel
Oh
Steele.
yeah,
His
yeah,
Pro
yeah,
Mod
yeah,
Mustang.
yeah. That's a Pro Mod Mustang.
That thing's
Right there,
badass.
outlaw. It says right now.
Outlaw.
Yeah.
That thing's
But
gonna be
so the
pretty nice.
reality is, for stick shift racing in general, we need more cars like that.
Yeah.
Because we need this class to be 16 outlaw cars.
Yeah.
And then it creates more of a chance for the regular stick shift.
I'm just glad to see stick shift going in the direction it is, where because 3 years ago stick shift you had 2-3 guys that were top dogs, and it deterred a lot of people away from stick shift racing. But now there's 8, 9, 10 cars that are
because you have World Cup
fast.
Finals is doing stick shift racing, TX2K is doing stick shift racing, Streetcar Takeover does stick shift racing, FL2k.
it's back growing.
So now these guys have opportunities and they're coming out the woodworks.
It's good to see.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's all a part of my master plan.
Yeah.
I've been preaching
Because
this
it did
for
a wave.
years.
It did a stick shift racing did a wave in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years ago it was full fields, fast cars,
But listen,
and then
FL2K, if you go in the stands for stick shift racing, it's the most live that it gets.
just
I
like
wanna
the
be
front wheel
online.
drive
That's
stuff.
it is.
Dude,
wild.
Just like
Yeah.
front wheel drive stuff. It's
Yeah.
anybody's race.
People get so pumped for stick shift racing.
yeah.
I'm gonna put a stick shift.
Do you know what Tonski's
You have the
bringing
silver
out?
car. I've been.
He's
trying to
bringing
get
his
you-
car, his Mustang.
So Tonski's bringing that red Fox body because they also have that
It is.
That thing has a mile an hour.
Right?
Oh, he's coming.
It's done.
Oh, he's coming. He's testing. He's going to be here early. He's putting in the work. That's the thing about him. He don't race much.
But when he does,
maybe one time, two, if you're lucky, a year.
Shout out for coming to FL2k.
He's coming and he comes prepared. You know, he'll come. He'll test. Fast. He'll put in the grind. He'll put in the work, and he's always fast.
So who's driving all these cars for you guys? Because
Me.
you guys have like 18 cars.
Me and
Every
the boss
class,
man,
like,
dude.
yeah, they got a car in that. So what, you guys running Leroy?
We're running Leroy, Mullet,
McFlurry,
which is coming out debuting something. You'll see that at FL2k. You guys want to see something cool? Come watch
I get
McFlurry.
nervous every time.
And then the old trusty steed, the Blazer. And then I got something coming too for FL2k. So we got 5 cars on property.
And you're driving in two classes, and Garrett's driving in 2 classes,
and then
George is
driving the Blazer.
And George, he won last year.
He won last year.
He's got to defend it. That or go out first round, because that's usually what happens in situations like that. You know, it's hard.
Come on, man.
I got faith in my boy. You know, that's another card. People get
shook. He goes out
shook.
first round and he just comes up and punches you. You deserve it.
People get shook in that Blazer, dude, because it's so obnoxious. No, it's dusty. You know, it needs some
the same thing
sand
when
blow.
you go 00 something on the lay. You're like, oh yeah, next one's red. You know, and it's thanks, bud.
00 something is almost red.
Yeah.
People don't understand.
You can go.
And I'm all about good lights. I bully people that don't cook good lights. I really do. 00 something is almost red.
Yeah, you
dial it back a little bit.
You almost went too fast.
Yeah. 0.01 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, dial it back a little bit.
All right, guys, before we get too far into it, I wanted to say hit that subscribe button if you like what we're doing here and want to see this thing keep growing. If you want to help the channel, help all of us get the best guests we can possibly get, hit that subscribe button. It helps a lot. It goes a long way. Let's get to the video.